Facebook's new privacy settings. Yes, Facebook has changed their privacy settings once again. In order to ensure that your settings are as private as you would like them to be, you must click on the account button. Notice that you have account settings and privacy settings and application settings. We're going to look at each of these in turn. First of all, let's go to account settings. And in the account settings, you have the option to change things like your username, your email, your name, and manage privacy over here, account security, and also deactivate your account if you'd rather not have a Facebook account anymore. Let's go to manage privacy. In manage privacy settings, it's asking me to choose my privacy settings. Notice that I have my settings set to friends only, and contact information is particularly specific. I have a custom setting on that. If you were to click everyone will be able to see your information. Friends of friends allows friends of friends to see just about everything except birthdays, comment on posts, places you check into, contact information, and religious and political views. If you go to recommended, it sets it for you. Again, everyone can see certain parts of your profile. Not necessarily safe. If you click on custom, this is what I've chosen for my custom settings. You can always change these custom settings by clicking on the link at the bottom. And here are your choices: posts by me, friends only, everyone, or customize. Again, with customize, you can actually set this to specific people or only yourself as well, and you can hide from certain people by putting their names in this box here. The same goes for all of the ones that follow. Again, any of these I click on, I can customize and hide it from people, or say just specific people, and choose those people from a list. There's different ways to get to this. We're going to go back to the top menu and click on privacy settings here. Notice that the same window appears. There's two ways to get to privacy settings. We're going to look at our application settings and make sure that they're also set at safe. In application settings, you have your events, Farmville, whatever games or applications you play, and you can edit your settings here. In doing so, you can decide who has access to them, whether it's only you, again, friends of friends, etc. And you've got the same custom settings available in which you can block people or specify certain people. If I go back to the top right hand corner and choose account settings, now we're going to look at account settings one more time. Notice that you also have some tabs at the very top. Network settings, which you can choose different networks to become a member of. I'm not a member of anyone. Notifications, and these are when Facebook can send you a notification. This is quite useful actually. You'll want to know, for example, when someone tags you in a post or comments on a post you were tagged in, or posts on your wall. Usually you want to know these things. You want to know what they've written. And same with photographs. Comments on your photos, tags you in a photograph, comments on your albums, invites you to groups, replies to a group, changes the name of a group you belong to, things to do with pages, events, notes, links, comments after a link, tags you in a video. Generally you want to know when people are talking about you. Facebook ads is another area that you'll want to look at. Oftentimes you'll notice in the sidebar here it'll say so-and-so likes, etc., etc. And that's because they've clicked this like button below one of the ads and their name now appears in it. You'll see that with a lot of your friends, in fact. If you want to avoid that happening to you, you do not want Facebook to use your name in their ads for your friends, then you can choose no one from the listing here, or only your friends. It's up to you. And you save your changes, okay? And they're showing you here examples of what it would look like if you decided to allow Facebook to use your name for ads, okay? So that's another setting you might want to keep an eye on with Facebook. When you set up your privacy settings in Facebook, you can also preview your profile with this button up here to see what it would look like the way you've set it, what things can be seen by other people. So you can see that there's a lot of information available. It's been blacked out, but there's a lot of information available on my regular profile, which is visible to just my friends. You can see that when I made everything private for only me, just about everything, very little is visible. There's very little that you can actually see in the About Me section that you could see before when I had it visible to my friends. You'll want to protect your photograph albums as well, and you can do that when you create your albums or afterwards if you forgot to do it initially, by scrolling down to your photograph album and clicking on Edit Information. You can change the information for your album, and you can also again choose your privacy settings, friends only, everyone, or customize. Again, you can block people or allow only certain people to view your photographs, and that's important as well. If you've got photographs on there that you don't want other people to see, you might want to consider using this option. Another really useful tool here on Facebook is the block lists. When you don't want someone to have access to your account, it's really easy to block them. You can block this person by putting in their name or their email address in here. If you're getting sick of receiving invitations to Farmville and other applications, you can also use this section here, which is block application invites, which will automatically ignore all invitations from different applications as well as events. So these can be quite useful as well. One more thing I want to show you is that if you can actually report people. If you scroll down to the very bottom of the page, you'll notice that they've changed the report, block this person, and remove from friends links. Use these links carefully, but if you're being abused by somebody on Facebook, somebody's bullying you in one way or another, or being disagreeable with you, and you don't want them to have access to your account, you can actually report this person or block this person to Facebook, and Facebook will be in touch with them, as well as remove them from your friends if they happen to be your friends. So do keep that in mind as well. Try searching for yourself in Google Images. See what comes up. When your picture does come up in Google Images, it means that you've not set your safety settings as safely as possible in different web applications and have allowed search engines to search you out. And think about this. Think about the kind of pictures you're posting. Think about whether or not you would want other people to really see those pictures of you. Think about how appropriate or inappropriate they might be. How would your parents feel about it? What about your grandparents, teachers, future employers? There's been cases where students have not been given jobs or not been allowed into universities after potential universities and employers have seen their Facebook pages, their Facebook pictures. Think about what you're posting online, because once it's there, if you have allowed search engines access to it because you've not set your safety settings carefully, that picture is there. You cannot take it back. If you wouldn't want your parents to see it, if you wouldn't want your grandparents to see it, if you wouldn't want your teacher to see it, don't post it.